Hey guys, welcome back to AB with Trina. Today's a really fun video, at least for me. We're talking about toys, and what I learned about myself through this work is that I love toys. I love researching toys, I love getting toys, I love using the toys with the kiddos. I love figuring out what kind of toys will help me with certain targets. I don't know, I just really like toys. I had no idea until this job. So what we'll be looking at today is the current favorites for my clients. So I'm doing this on the floor because I figured that would be the easiest way to do that. And one thing I'll say before I get started is that if you don't have a rolly bag and you're an ABA therapist, I think you should really consider getting one. It has made my life so much easier going to all the different clients' houses. That way I don't have to just have a big, huge bag on my arm like I used to. This is an example of a bag I used to take to session with me. And sometimes I would have two of these and it gets really heavy when it's on your arm. This is actually my second one. My first one, the wheel broke, but this one was actually a gift and I thought it was the sweetest thing ever. And it's even better than the first bag I had because it has so many pockets. I might do a video just on this bag in a future video. So the first toy that my kiddos are really liking lately is this farm bingo game. So it comes with 4 different of these bingo cards. They're all different colors. And what's cute is it's not actually a card, it's like a little fence to go with the barnyard theme. So it comes with the green, red, yellow, and blue. And it comes with the barn. And it comes with these little token things. They have different colors to match the cards. And then they have animals. I don't know if you can see that. Animals on each one. And what you could do to reduce this at the beginning is all the animals came as stickers. So if you wanted to hold off on animals and only work on colors, you can just not put the stickers on yet and then just use it as the color. But this is a really good game because you can work on many different things at once. So you can work on tacting colors and animals. Tacting is just labeling things. So like this is a cow, that's a cat, etc., etc. You can also work on turn taking. So say you have a sibling that maybe you're working on them sharing together or playing together, you can have them take turns. So you open this little yellow lever thing. It's supposed to make a boing sound, but it doesn't always do that. And then you can take turns. So like, oh, it's Sarah's turn. Sarah's turn, we have to wait. Go Sarah. What did Sarah get? She got the green, the green cow. So you can do a lot of stuff with it. Tacting, turn taking, working on colors. It's just a fun way to do it. The next thing that my kiddos have been liking is this, what is it called? This like magnetic build-a-car toy. So it comes with all these different pieces for the different vehicles and they are magnetic. So let me just show you. So it looks like that and you just put it together like that. It's really simple and easy to put together. That way the kids don't get too frustrated with things fitting just right. It's really simple. And what I like about this is that all the different vehicles are different colors, so you can work on colors again. I use colors as a way to kind of build on the kids' language. So instead of the kids saying, I want car, they can say, I want the blue car, or I want the green car, or the green airplane, whatever it may be. So that way it's just kind of stretching out the words we can get from them. So it has a red submarine, a blue truck. It's got this yellow race car looking one, and then it has a police car, which I thought was pretty cool. And for 2 of them, the police car and the yellow car, it has a trunk on the back that actually opens so you can put little stuff inside. For one of my kiddos who is nonverbal, like she says very minimal words, when she started playing with this, I was saying, oh, open, shut, open, shut. And she started repeating open, shut, which is really cool. But I thought that was a cool little added thing that they did on this toy. But the last thing I really like about this toy is that it came with these cards that show the front, middle, and the back of the car. So let me see, I'll just get one out. So for instance, I'll do the green plane. So we'll have the front of the plane, this is hard with one hand, the middle of the plane, and then the back of the plane, and they can match it up like that. But what's extra cool is that you don't have to just use the same colors together. If you want, you can work on sequencing. So say, let's do green, black, red. oh my goodness, yellow and so on and so forth. And what's cool about that is that if you have a kiddo that's a little bit maybe rigid or obsessive with things just being a certain way, having the visual there. So say the kid doesn't want to put, like for them, it's a big no-no to put a blue truck with a green airplane. But what I've noticed is if you have a visual for the thing that's kind of like out of the norm for them, they're more likely to do it. So they're like, oh, okay, we got to find the blue, green, yellow, red, black, whatever it may be. And then you can work on sequencing with that. And it kind of helps them to loosen up and be more flexible with that if they're a little bit more rigid and obsessive. So again, I really like to get toys that you can do a lot of different stuff with. This you can also do turn taking, like I build a car, you build a car, or I add a piece, you add a piece, whatever it may be, or sequencing, colors, tacting the different vehicles. There's just so many things you can do with it. It has a little trunk on it too, so you can put little things in there and be like, oh, where did it go? It's inside. You can work on prepositions. There's just a lot you can do with this. So to give you an example of how you can do all the different colors together, I'll just show you real quick. Pick a front piece to put with it. Let me see, I'll just do that one. And what's cool is it even rolls too. It actually rolls, the wheels roll. So yeah, really cool toy. I totally recommend it. Okay, the next toy might seem kind of weird. I'm not sure if other kiddos would be into it, but I have a kiddo that's really into a character called Huggy Wuggy. I have no idea who it is, but I know that they make toys of it because I looked it up. And what I found was they had a puppet of one. So I got the puppet and the kid really loves it. Again, I don't know if other kids will be into this, but one of my kiddos really loved it. And I will say that it might scare some of the kids because I have a little boy that I work with. He loves it. I have a little girl that I work with and it really scared her. So just be aware because I guess it is a monster and it has these sharp teeth inside. And I didn't think my little girl would really care because she likes the Halloween store and mom says that she's not really scared of anything. So anyway, she was fine with it at first, but then of course, I took it too far. She ran into the kitchen. She was in there with grandma. And of course, I had to hide behind the wall and wait for her to come and go, wah! And she freaked out, of course, because why wouldn't she? So I didn't think she'd get that scared. And I tested it the next session to see if like maybe I just, did too much. But I ruined the toy for her. Now she's scared of it because as soon as I pulled it out, she ran away and hit her face. I was like, okay, no more Huggy Wuggy. All done. But my little boy still really likes this. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd throw the puppet idea in there. Obviously, you don't have to get a monster one. There's tons of different puppets. And I think you can do a lot with it. You can do a coax. Or some kiddos really don't like doing a coax. Like, oh, say ba, ah. It's not really fun. But maybe if you had a puppet and the puppet's saying, oh, say ah, it might be more fun for them to do it. So anyway, that's Huggy Wuggy. Another toy, really simple, if you have Play-Doh, way to jazz up Play-Doh is, I call this Play-Doh Body. I don't know what the official name of the toy is. I'll link it down below. But when I work with the kiddos, they know it as Play-Doh Body. So they'll say, I want Play-Doh Body. It's so cute. So it's a big tub, but I just made a little baggie of them because it's the same items over and over again. But it comes with all the different body parts. So you can use the Play-Doh as like the body of the person. So you can make like a head and a body, kind of like a snowman. And then you can add these pieces to it. So it has like a little hat, orange shoes. It has long arms with little hands on it. Then it has little yellow hands. It has eyes. It has all the stuff to make a little person. Oh, you can even make little aliens. It's really cool. I think there's a mustache too. There's a blue cowboy hat. There's crab hands. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different little body parts you can put on it. So you can work on body parts. You can work on colors because they're all different colors or sizes. Like, oh, I want the big hand or the big arm, or I want the small hand, or I want the yellow hand. Again, just expanding their language however you can. So that's a cool one that the kids are into right now. So I'll share two more things. One of them's a book and the other one's not even really a toy, but you'll see. So the book is, what's it called? Around the Farm. And it has all these different buttons to match with the animal you see on the page, which is pretty cool. So it says, I see the bull, or what does it say? The bull is strong. And then we say, oh, find the bull. And they have to look and find the bull. It goes in order by the page, so it'll be easy for them to find, because that is a lot of buttons there. But yeah, they color coordinate it, so it'll be yellow bull, and then it goes in order. So the next one will be the cow. So again, really cool. You can work on so many things. You can find the colors, you can say the animal names that you're tacting. You can start working on sight words, so maybe like cow, cat, you know, all the animals. You tell them, oh, good job reading, and then maybe they'll start remembering the words. Oh, you can do the animal noises, because each one is gonna say dog, the animal sound. So it'll be bark, bark, and then they can imitate. So again, so many things you can do with this book. And it might actually make reading fun. So if kiddos don't really like to read, this might be a good one to start with, because each page doesn't really have that many words, and they get to be more involved with it because they can find it on the side. Okay, the last thing I'll share is not really a toy. It's not a toy. It's something I made for both my little ones. So I have two younger clients, one 3-year-old and one 5-year-old, and then one that's a lot older, she's 20. So all this stuff is kind of just for my little kids. But what this is just laminated little cards with different household items, like the picture and the word. So right here we got lamp, table. I have tons of these. Fridge, just all the household items you can think of. I made a little card for it. And then I have some Velcro on the back, because guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go around the house and we're gonna find all this different stuff, and we're going to say it and hopefully remember what it's called. And that way, that's a good way to work on tacting and for them to know just all those household items. So you can say like, oh, let's go find the fridge. Or like, oh, what do we put in the fridge? The food goes in the fridge. So again, a lot of stuff you can do with it, but this is how I do it. So I'll get some blue tape, so that way it helps them see it quicker. And then I'll just, you know, put it wherever it goes. We don't have a wall one, but let's just pretend this is like a table or something. So the first time I did it, I was like, oh, I would tell them, oh, find the table or whatever it is, or the fridge, we'll do fridge. And then they would look at it, and then if I had to help them, I'd help them go kind of gesture to the fridge, like, oh, there it is, there's a fridge. And just keep repeating the word fridge. Oh, you found the fridge, good job finding the fridge. And then since we've done this a few days now I just let them do it. So now they're tacting the name of the item around the house, and they're finding it on their own, which is really cool, because beforehand they were having a problem remembering all the different names of all the household items. So yeah, so I'd give them one, they'd go find it, and they'd usually say it on their own. I won't have to ask them like, what is that? They would just say, oh, fridge or table. So my little girl client, she doesn't speak a lot. Although what we're finding out is that she can say a lot. It just depends on if she's motivated to say anything. But what I found for her is that she enjoys tacting things, like labeling things. Like maybe she doesn't necessarily want it, but she likes to label things in certain situations. Again, not all the time. But I found that when I made it a game like this, because we have so many of these, she starts saying all these words, and she has the cutest little voice. But it was a really big win, because we found a way to get her to talk more. So what I did from there was I made these little things for all my different reinforcers. And I'm gonna start having her label like maybe 3 toys at a time, like, oh, and then maybe she'll actually say it, like, oh, cars, Play-Doh, sand, whatever. And maybe she's tacting them like, oh, good job, yeah, that's the sand and cars and whatever. Which one do you want? And then maybe she'll tell me, so that way we can get her to start manding. So again, it doesn't always have to be a toy. So kind of think outside the box. You have to know your kiddos, know what they like and what they're motivated by, and just kind of see how you can work it, how you can figure out what they like and work it into a program. But I'll end it on that, so that way this video isn't too long. I hope these were helpful. For the ones that I do have links for, I'll put them down below for you. And I'm sure I'll do more of these videos in the future. I buy a lot of toys, and my husband doesn't really like it, but maybe it'll be helpful to you guys. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll do more of these toy videos. But all right, I'll see you guys in the next video.